welcome to a Met edition of the Flick and the Bozman show. And how's it going there, Dave?
It's going awesome. So what a great day. Great day for Mets fans.
Great day. It's going to be a great
It is.
season,
It's
right?
going to be a short season. We have summer camp, which sounds like something that the Mets should never be a part of, except for summer camps being a part of a Mets game. Nevertheless, here we are. Not true.
Nevertheless, so I figured here was my figuring, not trivia. I was figuring there are scheduled to be 60 games in this season. And how could I ask you 60 questions about the Mets in a format that might keep people awake? And I came up with what's a game show with 60 questions a night?
$64,000 pyramid.
And that's none other than. No, that's wrong. Hollywood Squared. No, that's wrong. Match Game is wrong. Family
No,
Feud
I
is
know
wrong.
what it is. It's Jeopardy, our favorite.
It's Jeopardy, of course. Jeopardy. But how could we make that a Met game show? Of course, we're going to play Metpardy. Yes, your favorite game. And here's how we're going to play it. You take on no one, and I judge if you're right or wrong and keep your score, and you'll hit daily doubles along the way, and we'll see how many points you end up with. And hopefully you're around for final Metpardy because you're the only player.
Okay. As long as I don't
hopefully you don't go negative.
Exactly. Very good.
Yes, and here are your categories. Yes, here are your categories in single Metpardy, and that's division of assets, which is about the NL East. Take it slow, which is about the speed of the Mets. The third category is about your favorite Met player, Yo to the Yo. Potpourri, Jeopardy staple, has made it over here to Metpardy. For Pete's sake, and you can guess who that's about. And then what in the DH? With my love of the designated hitter, I made that its own category. And we're not using money values here. There's certainly no gambling, and we're not encouraging you to gamble, of course. So we just used 5 questions in each of those categories, but you could take them in any order, the categories and the questions.
I'm going to start with what in the DH for 200.
No, not 200. You can't do
for 2 points.
That's not allowed. 2 points. So you're skipping the first one to go for 2 points. All right. Will the Mets ever bat their DH first to start a game?
Yes, I think they will. At some point, at some point, Ahmad Rosario or Brandon Nimmo or something will be a DH. Yes.
A lot of these questions are yes or no, and we have no real idea if you're going to be right or wrong. But over here on the scoreboard, I'm going to either give you 2 points or take 2 away or forget to do either, and we'll eventually know your score. So you say yes for that question. Where would you like to go next on this single Jeopardy Metpardy board?
That I actually gave you who they're going to bat first as a DH.
Well, that's very good. That's very good.
I'm going to take it slow for 1 point, please.
Because the Mets are such a speedy team, you're going to take it slow for 1. Will the Mets finish last in the National League in steals?
They may.
You're definitely getting
a negative stolen base factor on the year. In a more stealing,
it would seem impossible.
Actual stolen bases.
Well, that may be part of this category, so don't make too many predictions. Where would you like to go next?
Let's go to my favorite guy, Yo to the Yo, for 5.
For 5, you're going right there. Overall, has Yoenis Cespedes been a bust?
Yeah. Yes, he has. I have to say, he started out like gangbusters. I mean, he started out like, you could argue in those first few months he was the best player the Mets ever had. Um, and then that was pretty much it. Once they said, it's just not exactly fair. He was decent the next year, right? Or was it at some point he was decent there after that? But for a team that doesn't spend money to actually break out their wallet and crack open their bank account and say, here's some money, it's not going to encourage the Mets to spend more money. And every time they do, they seem to get burned by it, and then they stop spending for another 5 years. So yeah, that's why I say it's a bust.
As I was writing down these 60 as I was writing down these questions, I thought that was the question you may have the most trouble with, and it might be because it's tough. It's tough to call them a bust, but certainly disappointment. But I thought that question was too easy, so I'm giving you points there. But yeah, that's a toughie. Where are you heading
I'm going to
next?
stay with Yo to the O for 3 points.
For 3 points, will he have 5+ homers this year?
5 or more home runs in 60 games. 60. Hard to imagine him playing 60 games. I will say, for people like him and Conforto, who was going to start the year on the DL, or whatever they call it now, and for actually now having a DH for the Mets, I think that's going to bode in his favor and say, yes, he will have at least 5 home runs. He may even have 6.
Whoa. Calm down. Where are you heading next?
Yo to the Yo for 1.
For 1, will he play in 20+ games?
Yes, because of the DH. He will start the year as their everyday DH. And
and last, 2 days?
Yeah. No, I think he gets 5 or 6 games in there, and then they give him a day off because, you don't want to push things. Let's go back.
You have 2 more questions in that kind? Or you could go elsewhere.
I was going to go back to what in the DH for 1.
For 1, who will start at the DH the most for the Mets this year?
I was going to say Cespedes, but I think that he probably will have trouble staying healthy. So I'm going to go with JD.
JD Davis or J Davis or J. Yeah, okay. That's a reasonable guess. Where are you heading next?
Let's go to, for Pete's sake, for 4. 1 for every base he's going to touch.
For 4, will the Mets give Pete Alonso a new contract during the season or shortly after?
I don't know what they're thinking. No, they won't.
No, that's the correct answer is no. So you did well on that.
And the other correct answer
Where
is
you
they
heading
should
next?
have, 6 months ago. As soon as the season ended, they should have given him a 10-year contract. They should have copied what the Cardinals did with Pujols' first contract, 10 years, $100 million.
Why do you think the Kansas City Chiefs are smart and
That
the Mets aren't?
That's
fine on
Jeopardy.
So we'll,
for a player like Alonso.
We'll come back.
You sign him until he's 34, and then you're done, and then you can let him go.
Where are you heading next?
He ends up with 500 career home runs as a Met. Off you go. Anyhow, let's stay with, for Pete's sake,
what category are you going to?
3.
All right, you have hit the daily double, and you currently have 11 points. Shockingly enough, I don't either, or accurate, but you have 11. So are you gonna do the pure daily double, or are you going to
put 6 points on the line?
You can do that. Will Pete Alonso have a batting average of 270 or higher?
What, at any point in the season, or for the whole season? Oh, come on, no.
No. For the whole season, no. I wrote down no, so you've gathered more points. Excellent job.
He might at the end of the first game. He might. That'll be his last chance.
He might. And he might have 3 Ks, but
he will have an on base.
Where are you heading?
Well, I'm giving you too many guesses. Let's do a division of assets for 1 point.
For 1 point, who will win the NL East?
Who will win the NL East? That is your Atlanta Braves. I'm sorry.
Atlanta Braves. I'm writing that down. It's incorrect, but I'm writing it down. All right, where are you heading next?
Let's take it slow.
For how many points? 5 points. Whoa, that's radical. Will the Mets have any straight steals of home this year? Well, I had to come up with a 5-point question.
I couldn't even tell you exactly.
Probably accidentally as part of a double
When was the
steal
last time
or
the Mets
something
had
crazy
a
like
suicide
that.
squeeze?
So they're not a very creative team. Let's put it that way. that may be coming up later in Double Jeopardy.
All right, take it slow for 4.
For 4, what Met will be caught stealing the most
Rosario.
this year? Okay. Who was it last year, by the way?
Last year, it had to be Rosario.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. So you're likely to get points again for this category. You still have the 2 and the 3 left, and take it slow, or you could head elsewhere.
Try the 2, just because.
You will try the 2. Will any Mets have double digits in steals this year? Will any Mets have double digits in steals this year?
Yes, I think Rosario will have 11 and 9 caught stealing.
9 caught stealing. I think he was 17 and 12 last year, if I remember correctly, but something like that. That's incorrect. No Met will have double-digit steals, so I'm docking you 2 points there. I'm sorry.
2-point deduction.
You want to finish the category or
division of
drift
assets
somewhere
for
else?
2? Did I do that one yet?
No, you did not. Will the NL East send multiple teams to the playoffs?
Yes, they will send 2. I don't know how the playoffs work this year. Is that going to hurt my chances of getting that right?
You got too specific. That's like that's gonna hurt your rating. Yes. You don't admit those kind of things. That's like giving a first name in Jeopardy. You're just taking a chance you don't have to. All right. Where are you
I
heading
don't
next?
think I've done potpourri for any yet. Let's do that for 1 point.
For 1 point, will the Mets play all their home games at Citi Field this year?
Say that again?
Will the Mets play all their home games at Citi Field? I didn't want to get too much into the virus or scares like that, but will they all be at Citi?
Yes.
Sure, why not? I don't know, because they said if a home stadium is closed down, you may have to go to a minor league stadium or a neutral site, or I didn't fully understand it, so I made it a question without understanding it, and I wrote down yes. So okay. You get point. Right. You get a point. Where are you going next?
I don't think I finished Yo to the Yo yet, right? Did I do 1 for that?
You did not.
2, yes.
You got a 2 and a 4 left. 2. Will he start 10 or more games in the field?
10 or more. 10 or more. I will say no, he will not. He will primarily DH, and he should probably only DH, really.
They are both correct answers, but you gave me too much info, but you still get credit. So well done. You still got the 4 in this category, or you can head elsewhere. Finish the category. Will he have 20 or more RBIs?
No, he will
not. I gave you a hard number to think about. That's probably about right, but you're saying no. Okay. The category Yo to the Yo is now finished.
I will just say the day they traded for him, the day we went to Citi Field and saw Wilmer Flores hit his walk-off home run was one of my favorite days in Mets history. So thank you, Mr. Cespedes, for your part in that. Even
For your small part, not even being
though
in
we
the
had
building,
nothing,
but your
no say
small
in it.
part in that.
Nevertheless, division of
Right.
assets. I don't think I did.
You got the 3, 4,
All
and
right, let's
5
do
left.
the 4 then.
The 4. Who will finish last in the NL East? I know that may every now and then in Jeopardy
that's your Miami Marlins.
You get a gimme. Then you start to think you're sitting at home. Am I wrong on that? And damn it, I knew it was right.
They're still in the league, right? Miami.
You still got, as far as I know, yes.
Uniforms
They could be called Florida, but I'll give you credit for Miami.
Yes.
They could be St. Petersburg.
I will
I'm
take
not
the
sure.
division of assets for 5.
For 5, this one you get to elaborate a little. Give me one surprising prediction about the division.
Prediction about the division is that the Washington Nationals will finish with less than 75 wins. They will have 70 wins. I'm sorry. That's a bad. You're not talking about that percentage. They clearly have less
I'm
than
surprised.
70 because
no, I'm not.
if you
Yes. When you only
40%
play
winning
60
percentage,
games,
call it,
yeah.
or whatever, that's 24 wins.
Okay,
That's 20. There you go.
That's 24
I know what
wins.
I'm talking about here. Whenever you get
okay,
like that, you have to go back to pot. What do I have? 2 points.
yeah, you got a lot. You still got 4 left in there. So, will the playoffs be expanded this year and/or next year? They have not been expanded yet this year.
They will be expanded for next year, certainly by next year. Yes.
Okay, I agree. They may do something like that. So
they
you
will
sticking with the
certainly, as you are
category,
well
or where are you
aware,
going?
send the DH in the National League, make it permanent. That's
Oh, yeah, you just ruined your 5-point question in that category.
If that's the question, then that's the answer.
That was the exact question. Will the National League have the DH in 2021?
They will have it until there
it.
is no more National League. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I
So
totally agree with you. They sneak these rules in, and then they just
they've
keep
always
on
done
growing.
that. We're going to try this for a year, and then it never goes away.
Yeah. Just look at replay. We'll try it for a year. We'll have, and then just
replay sucks.
Yeah.
I agree with having
the replay sucks.
I just have never seen it done correctly.
I probably don't agree with having it. But I'm over 50, so you're over 50.
Tell you and our listeners the way it should be done, just so you know, this is the correct way to do replay. You have from the time the play ends until the time the next play starts to review the play. If you can't tell in the booth by then, in time to stop the next play from occurring, then it's too close to call and just keep playing. That's the way you do it.
I'm not going to say okay because I don't even like that.
Better than the 3 minutes of ads and.
Oh my gosh! That I'm not questioning you. It's much better than that.
What in the DH? What do I have left there? I've 3 and a 4.
You got a 3 and a 4 in there. All right. Will the Mets ever bat the DH last to start the game?
Yeah. I remember.
Probably, right?
Let's start
Yeah,
genius
probably.
and say we're going to bat the pitcher age.
Yeah, yeah, that kind of stuff makes me mad. But yes, I agree with
I'm
you.
starting to really get a
Where are
headache.
you heading next?
Let's finish off the DH category, and good Lord willing, I'll be wrong. Finish off the DH entirely, all of history.
Will the Mets DH position hit more than
No,
15 home runs? No,
they don't.
I agree. No, I
By the way,
I agree. Where are you heading
15's a lot.
next?
I mean, 15. 40,
Oh, I know. I
they've
I
had
set it pretty high.
one
I
season in their entire history with more than 41 home runs. I
if we want to say somewhere between
Yeah,
10 and 15, I may give you that. But
yeah.
15 plus is a little rough.
You
I
did
didn't
say
even give you 15. I said more than 15. So I'm agreeing.
all right.
I'm agreeing
No
with you
more
and saying
DH.
none.
No more Cespedes. Let's go. I think I had division of assets for 3 left.
You did very good memory. Will the NL East have
No,
a winning record against the AL East? No, you're correct. That pushes you over 30 points. That's very
they're
impressive. I
in the
think. I
middle
don't know.
17 times.
I'm
So,
not.
no.
I'm not. I'm impressed. You got a couple questions in potpourri and for Pete's sake, and one question in take it slow.
Let's take. What do I have for Pete's sake for 5? Right, I need to do that one.
For Pete's sake, for 5, will he be the
No.
NL MVP? Okay. Yeah, you actually have the 1 and the 2
Ah,
left in that
so
category as
let me,
well.
if I may, just expound for one quick
They're
second.
quick.
On a losing team with an under
Sure.
260 batting average, even if he hits 40 home runs in 60 games, that's going to be a tough sell. So yeah, I'm not giving him that one. What do I got left in potpourri?
You have the
Ah,
3, the
all right.
4, and
Well,
the
we got to do the
5.
4.
The 4. Will Brody make it through the season as
Yeah,
GM?
yeah, yeah.
You sound thrilled that he'll make it through.
I, I mean, he
He's
must.
got
He must.
pictures of somebody, right?
By the way, I just saw Pete Buttigieg
He
signed with his
must.
current with his former agency. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means either.
Curveball? I don't know.
What news were you watching?
No, but even before Syndergaard got hurt, they needed another starting pitcher, and they still haven't gotten one. Now the Syndergaard, like, what's he waiting for? This guy's out there. Go get somebody. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
What do I have left? One left and take it slow. Let me see.
Yeah. You, you have 5 questions left in single Metberty. Take it slow. You have the
3.
3
Let's
left.
cross that one off.
All right. Who will be first and second on the team in steals? To get credit for this one, you have to have both players in the right order.
They signed that new center fielder they traded for. God, another one. Yeah, Marisnik, who can't get on base to save his life. So he's not going to. He can run. He can't.
But he can run,
as they say. So I mean, it's
well,
they've
no.
got 2 guys with any speed, and Nimmo is questionable at that. So it'll be Rosario and Nimmo 1-2.
Okay, they were not 1-2 last year. Well, that's don't throw facts at me. I don't know.
He get hurt. I mean, when he had his good year, his break year, he kind of hit by pitch, which is not conducive to staying healthy.
Who was second on the team last year?
That was David Wright. No, no. He was retired, but
no.
he didn't have any caught stealings either, which is good for him. Who would have been
That's
second
true.
last year was McNeil.
That would
What
be
else? What
Michael
do you have? 4,
Conforto.
7. Wow,
I believe 7.
wow. All right. Uh, let's do potpourri for 3.
All right, we go potpourri for 3. Will the Mets have an over 500 record in
Are
extra
they doing
inning
that stupid?
games in
You put the
2020?
ball on the 20-yard line and kick a field goal thing.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
ooh, I got to think that'll help them since they really suck at the bullpen. Um, I think on paper they have good bullpen guys, but none of them were healthy in recent history. So I have a feeling that's gonna be a problem for them. So I'm gonna say yes, they are gonna be over 500 in extra inning games.
Oh,
Correct.
all right. You still got the 5 in
I'm aware. I'm
potpourri.
saving that one. Let's do Pete for 2.
Pete for 2. Will he have 42 or more
Willie who?
RBIs?
Oh,
Will Pete have 42 or more
talking about
RBIs?
Willie Randolph. Uh, yeah,
Oh,
he will. He will have 42 or more. And we got to finish the
you got
category.
you got
People. Oh,
okay. Will he have 17 or
ooh.
more home runs?
You put
Not Willie
oh,
Nelson. Will
Willie
Pete
Harris,
have?
Willie Mays. How many are there? How many former? 17 is a pretty good guess. Could I take the 17 plus or minus like a standard deviation or something? That's a,
Sure. You don't understand
he
standard
will have
deviation,
between
but sure.
15 and 19. How about that? I'm gonna say
Okay.
under on 17.
Big. You were okay.
Oh,
Under on 17. You have one more question with 4 seconds left in single Metberty.
top 3 for 5. Did I get it in?
You're stalling. Will the Mets be sold during the season?
No, they will not. They are.
No.
I saw the other day, maybe yesterday, they're accepting new bids. Uh,
I'm not clapping that they won't be sold. I'm clapping at your score for single Metberty and an impressive
41 points
41 points.
out of a possible 150. Is that? Am I
Yes.
doing my math right now? Is it?
No. Not.
All
You're
right.
not even
Well,
close to doing that math right.
21 times. How many points?
Out of a possible 90 plus your double jeopardy.
All right.
You did fine. You ended
All
up
right.
positive.
All
I
right.
wasn't sure you would.
And so that
You need a rest, or you ready? You're ready to hear your
let's
double
jump
jeopardy
right into it.
categories.
Yes.
All right, you ready for the categories? They are everything's Jake.
Okay.
How do you spell relief? Playoffs. Playoffs. Met or net. You have to identify whether the person is on the Mets 60-man roster or on the Nets playoff roster for
Oh
basketball.
dear.
Ribeye steaks, which is all about RBIs, and Louie Louie, our
Louis,
final
Louis,
category.
Louis, Louis. Is this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 now?
Yes. No. I tried to keep it easy for you. You want it to be two,
It's
four,
double
six, eight,
jeopardy. It's
10. It
got to
could
be
be.
double met pretty. Excuse me.
All right. It's 2, 4, 6,
All
8,
right.
10. I
I'm
can
gonna
handle
do
it. Don't
Louis,
worry.
Louis for 2 because I have no idea what that is.
Louie. It's all about who's the new
Met
Met manager.
I was afraid you're gonna ask me that. It's, it's not Carlos Beltran. That's all I got.
It
I
is
don't
not.
remember. Luis.
Luis
Yes.
Rojas.
Yes.
So the category would better be
I
called
had a
Luis
feeling
Luis,
but
but
that was only
that's not a hit,
it's
not a hit song.
it's
All
not Lou
right, where are you
Piniella.
heading
That's
first?
for sure. Uh, Lou Piniella might be a better
It's
bet
not.
even
No.
today. Let's stay with Luis Luis for 4.
For 2. For 4. Will the Mets bat out of order in 2020?
Again, um, yeah, yeah. I have a feeling they might
You're going with yes.
have every confidence in Mr. Rojas.
I think they'll be. I think they'll be watching very carefully for that. So that pushes you back under 40 points. But keep going.
Okay, all right. Let's do Louis for 10.
For 10, will Rojas be the NL Manager of the Year?
Really, that's your 10-point question? They just batted out of order. If you
It's a
bat out
hard
of
one.
order, you're automatically disqualified.
Well, I said no. I said no, they wouldn't. You should be. I agree with you. If we could make one new rule, we'd probably have something better. But that's a
There's,
good one.
there's no
That's a
coming
good one.
back from it. That's just a fact.
All right.
Uh, let's go.
The judges have thrown the question out due to irregularities. So that's
So you
sorry.
had him getting caught stealing and winning Manager of the Year. Is
I may have.
all right? All right. Let's do ROLAIDS for 4.
Yeah. All right. For 4, who will
Ooh,
lead the team in saves?
ooh, that is a good question. Um, they've got a ton.
I know. Out of 60, I was
Yes,
I was bound to have a
they've
good
got a
one or
ton of
two.
guys who might. Uh, they got it. Most of them will probably have trouble staying healthy this year. Um, I think Diaz will get the most chances, so I will say him. He may have north of a 5 ERA, but
Okay.
I still think he may be the guy. Uh, eh,
He may be.
um, yeah, yeah.
Where do you want to? Do you want to leave
I
that
really do.
category
I really
behind
do.
forever, or
I'm
where
gonna
do you want to
I'm
go?
gonna let's do playoffs for
Very good. All right. Will the Mets win the NL
no.
East?
He's
Okay, that may have been
that's
covered
yeah,
before, but okay.
fortunate.
Where do you want to? Where do you want to head
I
next?
want to try Met Net for 2. Yeah.
Oh, for 2. All right. Brad
Oh, he's a Met.
Brad Brock.
He's the guy they got for New Orleans that was on
Okay.
the DL.
I'm,
They came back and pitched semi decently for a couple innings.
I gotta. That's the lowest ranked question. Come
That was
on, I gotta.
perfectly ranked. Let's stay with the category for 4.
For
Oh
4,
goodness,
Tyler
that's a good
Johnson.
one. I have no idea. I will say he is a net, NET.
Oh, that is correct. I mean, I think that's
I
right.
think I'm done with that category for now. Let's
Yes.
do everything is Jake for 8.
Yes. For 8, will he pitch above 72 innings?
72 innings. That is a good over under, if I may use that term.
I got this number out of my head,
He
not
pitches
from
12
any
starts
not from any
in 6
source.
innings
So
a
don't
start. That's
that over that over under is that's a tricky
yes.
term for me. I
Well,
can't use that
he
term.
will have more than 72 innings. Not a lot. That's a good number.
Not a lot more. Okay. Where do you
I
want to
will
head
stick
next?
with Jake for 6.
For 6, will he have a sub 2.9
Yes.
ERA?
Sub 1.9 ERA.
Whoa! There's a surprising for
Give
1.9.
he may
Wow,
give Gibson a run.
very impressive.
Watch. He just needs to
All
get on a
right.
little bit of a roll, and he'll be He'll be unstoppable. I have not hit the ribeye
Where are you
steak
heading now?
category yet. Let's try that. 4.
You have for 4. Will more than 20 Mets have an RBI during the season?
More than 20. That is another good number. I will say yes. But again,
The correct answer is no.
It's a good number, though. You're definitely doing your homework, doing your math on
it. All my homework was looking at Baseball Reference from last year. That was my only homework.
Let's stick with ribeyes.
Where are you heading now? For 6. If game-winning RBIs were still a stat, who would lead the team this year?
MC Hammer, Michael Conforto.
That's a reasonable.
You like that
reasonable
nickname? I
guess.
made that up.
Reasonable. I did. That was good. Anything
and
with the
initials.
Just
I appreciate it. Like
that was good.
M-Con. And, that's, come on. Let's use some imagination here, right?
No. He's got rhythm. He could be
I don't know about
MC
the rhythm
Hammer,
part, but he could be. Let's do
Okay.
playoffs for 10. My second 10-point question.
Playoffs for 10? Whoa, you've hit a daily double. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. And given an earlier answer, this may be easy for you, but will the Mets win the National League?
Will they win the National League? They will not. They will not. I think
they will not.
At
least you're consistent.
I didn't get a chance to tell you how many points I was putting on that.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'll blame Alex on that one. We'll give you the give you 10 points.
Very good. Assuming I got.
If you have a complaint, take it up with the committee.
Let's go back to Luis for 6.
Where are you heading now?
Luis for 6.
Oh, you like that category? All right. Will Rojas get thrown out of more than 2 games?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
No, he says with confidence.
I have no idea what kind of manager he'll be,
Impressive.
but I just imagine him trying to look like he's something. Playing it up for the crowd.
Okay. Maybe for arguing that batting out of order.
Yeah, exactly. Twice.
Where you?
I think I got to go back to relief, Rolaids, whatever. 2. Let's do 2.
The Rolaids Relief Man of the Year. Who will lead the team in games pitched? Games pitched.
I'm tempted to say Lugo, but I think his arm's about to fall off. So I'm going to go with Familia.
No, Familia's the answer I've written down.
Wow.
Very impressive.
Wow.
Just the fact that you matched my probably wrong answer.
Yes.
All right, where are you heading?
On the strength of that one, let's go relief for 6.
All right. How many different Mets will pitch in at least 3 games? That includes starters.
23.
23? That seems awfully. I hope you're wrong, but then I'll write that down. 23. If that happens, I'm going to have documented proof of this. But all right, where are you heading next?
For 8.
Met net.
David Peterson is a Met, former first-round draft pick of the Mets.
He is a Met. That is correct.
Accurate information.
Well done. Well done.
That one I knew.
Where are you going?
Let's go back to ribeyes for 10.
I like how you get into net, get it right, feel confident, and then bail out. All right. Will at least 5 different Mets have 20-plus ribbies?
20, 25 for 20?
20.
Yes. Yes, that's a doable number for the Mets.
Yes. I thought it was doable. I didn't. If you got 6 guys or 25, I got to shift it to no. But I think I picked a number they could get to. So, all right, interesting. You got 2 more in that category, or you in fact have not closed out a
Let's
category.
go
So,
back
where are you
to
heading?
playoffs for 8.
Playoffs for 8. Amazingly, you have that question left. Will they be in the National League
No,
Championship
no, they will
Series?
not.
At least you're consistent with these. That I
I
appreciate.
could go all over the board here and just make sure I get some of them right. Uh, uh,
Well, that's true. You could.
oh,
You're approaching 100
that is a
points,
big
so
number. Let's go back
that's
to
a big
Jake
number.
for 4.
Jake for 4. Will he have 4 or more
Will he who?
losses with that 1.9
Yes, of
ERA
course
that
he'll have
you've
more than 4 losses.
proclaimed?
They can't score runs.
It'll be Gibson-esque. All right. You
No,
may be trying that
that's
inconsistent
exactly
strategy
what he's
now, but
done like the
okay.
last 3 years.
I know. Where are you heading now? You got the 2 and the 1,000 in Jake if you
Let's
want them.
stick with Jake for 2.
For 2, will he have 6 or more
No,
wins?
no, he will not. No.
No. He'll be 3 and 5 with a
No, 4 and
180
7.
ERA. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Oh, 4 and 7,
that's a lot of
but
decisions.
not lead the team in games. All right. He'll
Exactly.
get a decision in every game he starts.
Let's do relief for 8. I got to close this category out. This is a very depressing category.
Relief rate. All right. Will the Mets relief pitching core have at least 10 wins as a group? No.
Yeah,
Tend to agree.
yeah,
You still
I gotta
got
close
them
out
for
that
1,000,
category. That
unfortunately.
category is getting me down.
It's making you ill. Will the relievers have at least 20 saves as a group?
That's a good number again. That's a good number. I'm going to say yes. I couldn't tell you who's going to lead the team in saves, but I think I did tell you who it was, but I don't feel good about my guess.
Yeah, I don't even know if you'd remember, but your guess was Diaz. But he could lead the team with 3.
And they could
so
still
who
get to
knows?
20 the way they go. Let's
Where are
do
you heading?
net for 6.
6. Drew Smith.
Is a net.
Drew Smith is a Met. You still
he's a
got one
relief
more in
pitcher.
that category if you want it.
Give me some information.
He is. All the Mets so far have all been relief pitchers.
Well, Peterson technically is still a starter in the minor. If there was a minor league this year, he'd be a starter, right?
On the 60-man roster, he's not listed as a starter. So if you want to take it up with the 60-man roster, go ahead.
Peterson's, I know. It could be. You never know.
No, I don't know. That could be.
Go back to Rojas.
When this is done recording, I will never think about him again until he blows a game in mid-season, which is about 20 games in. Rojas for 8. Will Rojas make it through the 2020 season as manager?
I think the only thing that would slow him down is if he catches coronavirus. So I'm going to say yes. He will make it through.
Okay. Yes, he will make it through. You still got 200 in that category, or you could drift away from it.
I did that one already. All right, let's finish it off.
No, you got one more question.
Competent.
Will he be competent?
That is a loaded term.
Yes. Yes, it is, and I think I spelled it wrong. So
manager the Mets had.
That's an excellent question.
Qualified?
I don't know. Is Cookie Rojas a choice? No, I don't.
Are they related? I think they might be, right? Uh,
I don't know.
I'm gonna say no. I can't have him batting out of order and competent. So
Well, yeah, that's hard. That's hard. They kind of go together. Yes.
all right,
You finished the category of Louie
let's
Louie.
go back to ribeyes for 2.
You got some ribeyes. Who will be second on the Mets in RBIs?
Is um, I'm tempted to go with Conforto again, but I'm gonna go with JD.
Oh, JD. I will write that down, and
It's the wrong
that's a
answer for the
confident guess.
game today, but I feel good about that.
You're back to threatening to
All right,
go
let's
over
stick with
100
ribeyes.
again. We'll see what happens.
This closes it out, right? 8.
This closes it out. Will any Met pitcher have an RBI?
I was going to say yes, but then I remembered the whole category last time. In the first round about the defense.
They could bat out of order and have to bat a pitcher or pinch hit
They could
incorrectly or
somebody
something.
like DeGrom from
Run out of players.
Marisnik because DeGrom's a better hitter.
They could.
And I
Maybe that's suicide squeeze you
would not
referred to
complain
earlier.
if they batted DeGrom for Marisnik either. I'm going to have to say no. They will not have a pitcher with an RBI.
All right, where are you heading? You're done with ribeye steaks. You're done with Louie Louie. You're done with relief.
Playoffs for 4.
Playoffs for 4. Will they make the playoffs? As simple as that.
You're putting it to it, huh? No, I don't see them making the playoffs. I think if they had a fifth starter, they might have a chance. Yeah,
you got one more in that category.
That one off. That's starting to get depressing too.
Will the Mets be in the hunt with 5 games left?
I'm glad I did this in reverse order.
You did. It was funnier in reverse order.
In the hunt with 5 games left, I think it's going to be hard not to be in a short season, only playing in your division or largely playing in your division. I think it's going to be hard not to be. I will say yes, they will be in the hunt with 5 games left.
Yes. That leaves you with 1 question left on the Double Jeopardy board, and it is a daily double. How about that? You have 105 points, and you have the highest valued question in MetNet.
I hate to say this, but I don't think I finished off Everything's Jake yet, did I? I think I picked 10.
Did you finish off Everything's Jake?
No,
you did not. I'm sorry. Bad job by Alex. You still have the 1,000-point question in Everything's Jake.
This is where I was going next. I will bet.
All right. So you'll have 1 question after this if time remains, and you currently have 105 points. 2.5. Chris Chiozza. Yes.
That has to be a net.
That is a net. Very well done. Very well done. You may have swept that category. I'm not sure. But well, you have 107.5, and you got the 10-point question in Everything's Jake. Will he be the NL Cy Young?
4-7, 1.9 ERA, 83 strikeouts on a sucky team. That's what he's done the last 2 years.
On a sucky team.
Now, okay. There's an argument to be made that he needs to do better than that if he's going to beat, the Kershaws and the Scherzers and so forth. Because sometimes people just get a little fatigued, a little voting fatigue. And so I'm sort of making that argument myself. But I think
that's a good argument.
He's going to be awesome this year. I have every confidence that he's going to be must see TV. The best must see TV pitcher since Gooden in '85.
Yeah, I can see that. You'll go out of your way
Yep.
to see his starts. I kind of agree with you. All right, this is rarely happens in real Jeopardy, but this is Metpardy, so anything can happen. There are two possible Final Jeopardy questions.
I,
You can pick from A or B. This will stop
yes,
us from
exactly.
getting
Do
sued
I?
by the real
That's
Jeopardy.
that's going to be what changes it. Do I get to know the categories, or I'm just flipping a coin? Well,
No, you're just flipping a coin, and you have 100. You
well,
have 107.5
60% of the
points.
answers are B, so we got to go with B.
All right, and you're. I'm sorry, you have 117.5. How much? How much are you putting at
I will
risk?
say 17.
17. So you'll end up with
Yes,
at least 100. Very impressive. And this is
yeah,
B is the more depressing of the two
right.
questions, so you get it. Will there be a
Ooh,
2020 baseball
that
season?
is a very good question. Uh, it seems like every time you turn on the sports news, another player is opting out of the season or testing positive. Um, will there be now? Is your question? Will there be a whole season, or will there be
Yes, there has to for it
a
to be a
World
season.
Series
There has to be
canceled?
a start and an end. A World Series, yes, a start and a World Series.
Uh, I'm gonna say yes, but I don't feel really good about it. That's
Kind of have to say yes. You're
yeah.
depressing even more if you say no. So I'm going to agree with you and give you points, and that's going to push you to 134.5. So if you were playing along at home saying there is no way the Bozman can get 134.5, you've been proven incorrect as he did it.
Right. All right.
That is well done. That is well done. And Dave, thanks for playing along with this nonsense. Next time we do a show, we'll do more of the game sevens and hopefully talk about some real sports. But have a good
Awesome,
rest
Flip. Thanks
of
for setting
your
that up. That was good
weekend.
fun.